Does your arrest still haunt you?
So, Sunny, absolutely. I think you tell me, um, if you came close to dying or close to something which instantaneously in one moment your life can change. I would be foolish to go back to USA every 6 months if I had actually done something wrong.
Of course.
I did not, by the way, I would not even say these things in the past. I just went there for my vacation and 13 FBI car come. They put an allegation of insider trading on me. They come at 4:30 p.m. so that it's a white collar crime allegation. It's not, it is indictment, not conviction, right? It's only indictment. It's like allegation. You put an allegation that there has someone done that. That was allegation. But in US law works very differently than India, right? So based on indictment, a judge can give a public prosecutor right to arrest someone temporarily, but they will not sentence that person until they understand all the nitty-gritties of the case. But they came at 4:30 because they knew for sure I will get a bail so that they can keep me in overnight cell. How many people you know who got arrested in a planned manner for the allegation which eventually hold no merit and got dismissed and dropped?
Was the arrest different for you because you were an Indian?
See, I can't tell that way, but let me say this way. Typically, now I know a lot about it, right? If you are facing an indictment for a white collar crime, unless you are fugitive, the way our country has multiple very famous white collar crime people who are fugitive. It is not yet proven, by the way, whether they have done wrong or not, but they did not believe in the system, so they ran away. I remember when they arrested me, someone is calling that office main boss that that he's in our possession, and they press the button. So it was all
Orchestrated.
it was all right, and they did not have to do that way, right? So this was the modus of operandi of that department that time, and later on, America's Second Circuit Court, which is as almost Supreme Court, did prove that their modus operandi was not acceptable. They told that department shortly after my case that you are outreaching. That word alone changed everything in future. Typically, insider trading, although it can be applied on anyone, by the way, but typically it is designed for two type of people. One who are actual investor and in possession of something which is material non-public information, and they are using it and they benefit from it. So all three things must happen. Material non-public information, you decided to use it and you benefited monetarily from it. So it was designed for investor or a company's executive, CXOs, board member, who are also in possession of material public information, and then they give a tip to one of their relative or someone that why don't you buy this stock because we are going to announce this thing, this will move the stock up. But their justice was served very late, and I have suffered an extreme amount of collateral damage.
You didn't have any control on whatever was happening with you, right? You didn't have a control on what people was talking about. You didn't have control over how the legal system. You said that seven long years, and it took a lot of time, and there was a lot of collateral damage.
Those 7 years were full of turbulence in my life, ups and downs, right? More downs than ups,
Right.
right? Lot of damages, mental, emotional, monetarily, reputational, right? But luckily, I had a purpose. I was earlier building ShopClues, and I did not want to stop until it reached to $1 billion level, which I saw it coming much before my legal case. Second, then Droom became my purpose, right? That actually really kept me sane. Yes, over years you'd come to know more so that things you don't control, you don't control. I always say the moment human being is born, he is exposed to love, death, and legality, and that's called life. Anything can happen to anyone.
But your life has been a lot more than falling and rising. It's, to me, it seems it is more like waiting for certainty, waiting to find applause, waiting while the world moves on, waiting to find conclusion in things which remain unresolved for a very long time. What does waiting do to a man's identity when he can't act, when he can't explain, and when he can't defend himself?
See, Sunny, uh, there's a old Hindi proverb, जिसकी लाठी उसकी भैंस, right? And then, for if you look at the history from ancient time to medieval to modernism, ruling parties will rewrite the history. But I'm sitting in front of you with a complete clean record where the government officially dismissed and dropped all charges against me. So when it was all happening, even indictment and conviction would be only 1 year apart from indictment to conviction. But they kept on delaying it, so it became 7 years. But then it was not conviction, it was exonerment, it was dropping and dismissal of all charges.
But at that time, why did you plead guilty?
Sunny, the Indian legal system and US legal system works very differently. In US, the district attorney, public prosecutors can start a case. Secondly, they can actually use the legal system to get temporarily an arrest warrant or indictment against someone. It is very similar to FIR.
It's not no proof of guilt.
I met 11 law firms. Pragmatism says that this department is a terror on Wall Street. If you have $20 million and 3 years to fight against the system, which is US government, Department of Justice and SEC, you fight. If you win, you will earn your pride back. But if you lose, you will be mentally, emotionally, and monetarily bankrupt. And I did not have 20 million. I did not have ability to stay there for 3 years. Even if I had won it, I would have lost it somewhere else in a bigger way. So when I met all the law firms, I said, I don't know, I don't understand this. You guide me what to do. So the law firms said that you plead guilty because the winds is not in your favor.